Special thanks to Robert Wayne Footwear and Timberland.
Discussing the issues of today.
Welcome to the Cruz Conference. We're back. You're back. You're watching. Thank you for the comments and subscribing and all that good stuff. Yep. Gabby V is back. Thank you for joining us, Gabby V.
Thanks.
It's good to know that you're not dead.
She's back.
It's always good.
Ashley
Holla back. There she is.
Back
Who's
from the
going
dead.
through a little bit of a phase right now. Ashley, I don't know if you want to elaborate, but yeah, a hood phase.
Watch out for the rats.
And Young Miles is here.
Young Measy.
What do we got, Miles? What are we talking about?
Yeah, I guess so. One of the first things is guys and girls that are taken. Are they off limits?
Yes.
And if you really feel some type of way, do you go after it?
Ladies?
We'll let you guys say. I want to know the ladies' perspective.
I've gone after it.
Gone after?
Yeah, like especially because he would always complain to me about his chick.
Right.
So it was kind of like, then why are you with her and why are you here with me right now type of thing? Because we would hang out and I didn't know about her for a while. And then he finally broke it down and told me, but he's like, I'm confused and all this stuff. Which,
Confused?
Yeah.
Was he gay too?
Yeah.
He was confused because he didn't know who he wanted to be with. He had history with this girl, and then I'm something different, I guess.
He was boning both of you?
I mean,
Yeah, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And when did you?
And you know he won with that. I mean, he's
Oh,
winning.
yeah, he won,
Like we
yeah.
said last week.
Yeah,
right?
last week.
He
yeah.
won with that. Dude is getting best of both worlds, but then when it got to the point where I was like, I'm over it. Like, go be with your chick. Like, you already have your little stuff going on. And then he would just like blow me up, and I guess his chick caught him calling me one time, like, and then called me back from another number, and I was like, hello, like, who is this? And she goes, who the f are you?
Oh, God.
Like, going off on me. I'm like, you need to have that conversation with your man because he's calling me. I knew about you, homegirl.
Yeah.
Like,
Who does the
calm down.
girlfriend need to be mad at?
Yeah.
The other woman or
be
her
mad
man?
at
Her
you.
man,
It
right?
depends.
Wait, but it depends though, because sometimes some dudes will be shicey and they'll say they're single when they're really with
Exactly.
somebody.
True.
In
Yeah.
that case, you can't really put them at fault because for all they know, they are
Yeah.
single.
But then that's when you gotta say, listen, I knew about you and I don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
That's what I told her. I
Or
was
you
like,
say, he never told me nothing about you or anyone.
I told her, I was like, I knew I wasn't in this for the long haul. Like, I knew what it was.
It was just for
yeah,
sex.
it was just like a
Was it
fun
good?
and games. Yeah, that's why I
was
kept
cool?
going back.
There she is.
Trifling. What about you?
I mean, I've gone after it and gotten my way.
Well, you'll always, women will always get their way. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
It's harder for guys.
A lot of, I mean, for me at least, like when a guy that I'm really, really into is taken, I look at it more as a challenge. Like I don't go after taken men, but the few times that it's happened, it's a challenge, and I want to win.
Nothing makes it more wet than a challenge.
Yeah.
What takes what's your game plan for like a chick that has, I'm sorry, I got a text.
I'm distracted from this phone.
Yeah, because someone was asking about that terrible Kanye video. What is your battle strategy for a dude that is booed up? Like, what do you? Because obviously it's a different set of tactics.
Well, I never want to make him my boyfriend because when you go after a guy like that, what makes you
Do you think that
he's
they're
not
gonna be faithful to
Oh
you?
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
yeah.
no, that's not the case. But I'm saying,
that's
how
a
do you
good
turn
point.
your head?
Like, what do you mean?
Like you meet a guy, you're like, oh, he's cute, and then you find out, oh, but he's got a girl. But you're like, well, fuck that. I'm still going
I've
after.
only done that once, and it was because like I tried to quit it with this guy, and I couldn't stop thinking about him. It was like kind of like a mini obsession. I was like, F it, I'm gonna get what I want, and I got what I wanted. But that's bad karma. I won't do that now. But like sometimes if you can't stop thinking about that person they're taking, you just gotta get yours and test the waters and get it out of your system.
See, but if a guy does that, then he's an asshole, right? Yeah,
he just. I mean, I think but traditionally people just expect that from men more than they do women.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
because dudes don't give a shit if you got a boyfriend.
Oh, hell
I
no.
mean, I
You know what I mean?
had.
Especially if you're
Well,
Latina.
yeah, because if they just
Man.
want the pussy, then whatever.
Ooh.
Like, I'm just saying, because if that's all they want from it, yeah. But I mean,
Dudes will see you at the mall with your man and convince themselves that that's your brother.
But hold up,
You're right.
You're right.
Yo,
But
that's her
girls are
brother,
like
man. That
that
ain't her
too,
man. Look at
like-
this. Look at this.
Look at the way
lane.
they kiss. That's
Yeah,
not how boyfriends should
I was dating this one guy, and my ex-boyfriend like went after me while I was dating him and sent me flowers to work like once a week with like love notes. And I
Nice.
was him, but I had a boyfriend, and then he came up to my desk because we worked together, and he was just like, "Why are you f***ing with this guy?
Yeah.
He's gross." He's like, "You know that you're not attracted to him."
So why were you with him?
Yeah.
Because he treated me like a queen. But I wasn't attracted to him, and
You still gave it to him?
I still gave it to him for 4 months. And
Yes.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
High standards. She's back. I guess.
Well, see, what does that say? That probably means you need to be treated well more often,
Yeah.
right?
I need to find that balance of like an attractive dude that treats me well, but not like
Doesn't
But that's
happen.
hard. You're not gonna get
That
bored.
doesn't happen.
That doesn't
exist anymore. Dudes need a real reason, or they need a guarantee that they're gonna get it to be nice. Most of the time.
Yeah, there's always some kind of
You know?
ulterior motive.
And yeah, there's always an agenda as well. Like
Yeah.
he's being nice because he wants to put it inside you. You know?
Yeah.
that's like-
There's always an ulterior motive.
Oh,
always,
And if he's being very
always.
nice, he wants anal
If you caught
or roadhead.
and then you'll crash, man. Never do roadhead, guys. The kids out there, man, almost killed me in the
No.
passenger.
Ah, that
one
must-
time.
Only
must
if
have
you're
been
not a
really
good
good.
driver.
Oh my! Well,
Yeah.
it was that? No, you know what
Roadhead's
happened?
fun.
I was
Yeah.
Only do roadhead if you have like a clean record, no accidents, great insurance.
Great insurance.
No priors.
yeah, and you need all kinds of
I got-
liability insurance if you're doing roadhead and you're the driver, my man.
What were
You
saying?
can't do that. You have to say it now.
You what?
You know downtown Disney, how they have cameras everywhere?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got super hammered before a show going into downtown Disney. I was giving my boyfriend at the time roadhead as we were going through like the parking thing to grab our ticket, and the attendant like called the security person, and the guy on his little bike came over to our parking spot, and he's like, "It's not sex, drugs, and rock and roll at Disneyland," and we got kicked out, and I didn't get to go to the concert. But
What concert was it?
Copeland.
What the f is
Emo
Copeland?
band at the house.
With the
You
House
seen
of
it?
Blues.
Emo. That's just perfect. We got kicked out of our emo band show because I was doming my boyfriend up in the Disneyland parking lot.
It was fun.
Thug shit.
Dome at
y'all.
Disneyland.
Thug shit.
That should have its own Instagram.
That's a hashtag.
Dome at
Yeah.
Disney.
Dome at Disney.
No roadhead and bumper cars neither. That gets a little rocky.
No. Yeah. My
It
girl
gets
had
a
to wear a
little
neck
weird.
brace for 3 weeks after that. She was like, "Hey, y'all." It's wacky.
What else we got, Mike?
Next one. Let's move it. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
We're talking about getting dumped and dumping people.
That's a toughie.
Yeah.
This one's real sad.
That's a tough one because a lot of times a dude, sometimes men and women, it'll take 5-6 months to break up with somebody.
Oh yeah.
You
Because
know?
you feel like you don't want to let go. I was in a really bad situation when I graduated high school.
There she is.
I was dating. I was with this guy for like a year, like my senior year, and then
Was he your first?
no, and then I had moved to like Santa Monica area, and he like lived out that way already. But then I had met somebody else. And I was like so infatuated with this new guy, but I just felt so bad, like dumping I was with him
Yeah.
for a while, like he had been there for me, like with some stuff, and I was like, fuck, like how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna break this guy's heart? And I finally was just like, I can't do this no more, like I'm lying, like I don't feel the same. And
How long did it take to get to that point
Sad.
though?
oh my god, like 3 months.
3 months.
Oh.
Like
like,
3
yo.
months, and I felt so bad, and like he still brings it up because he was like, well, I still want to be your friend. Like dude was so sweet, even me telling him like, yo, I kind of like
Did he have a little
no, it
Oh.
was like an alright.
That's
Be-
what
But
he
then
It
was.
was an
You'll still be
alright.
in love
That's
with
what
you,
little
but you
dudes
be your
do.
friend.
Yeah,
Huh?
and he was like, he's like, I want to be your friend, and I was like, okay, you know.
He's just
keep
saying,
in
please don't break
contact.
up with me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
He
he's
wants to
saying.
see
Yeah.
you and
Or
his-
can we still
Cause-
somehow?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. And he thinks if he's your friend that you'll still maybe want to like.
Anyway, so a friend of mine was going through a breakup recently, and he felt bad or whatever. They get all mopey and shit, but I think at the end of the day,
I'm sorry. What?
what the f are y'all talking about?
She's being an asshole.
He's
Go
being
ahead.
a
I'm sorry.
Dick. Sorry.
Go ahead, please.
Carry on.
I just feel like real low right now.
I hear you,
Oh.
man.
Sorry,
I hear
man.
Anyway, so a friend of mine going
Yeah.
through a breakup, feeling bad for himself, feeling down and out. But I think with guys, the thing is like you feel more bad for your dick than anything after a breakup because
Yeah.
now you're off in the wild and you have no weapons to hunt for.
Now you just got
Exactly.
your
And
hand.
you're like,
Exactly.
man, it's just you and me,
Yeah,
man.
it's
You know?
that's a rough place to be as a man when you go from getting it all the time and it's
To
good,
not. That's a
not-
sad conversation
yeah.
to have with your penis.
Yeah, what are you so shocked
No,
about?
because like that happens to girls, but like 3 months after. Like we have to. I got dumped for the first time in my life 6 months ago, and for like the first 3 months, I was sad, Sally, and I couldn't eat, and I was like, man, I'm so sad.
Was it
But-
a bruise to the ego more than anything?
It was.
The way she talks about this dude, yeah, it had to.
It was a huge bruise ego, and that's never happened to me in my life, and I just didn't know how to handle it. But after 3 months of moping, then I was like, oh my god, I have no one to do
bone.
me.
And that's
and then you don't want to just anyone, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
no, dudes are like you know, when we have someone steady and then like Ma said, then it's not there anymore. We're like, it's harder for dudes to get laid. You know what I mean? So you have
I don't
that.
know if I believe
Every
that.
guy tells me
You
that,
have
and
that
I
sad
do not
conversation.
think so.
I don't-
It's
this is
not
what I'm
hard for
saying.
men to
It's
get
because we
laid.
don't know the hoes that you know.
Yeah.
Introduce more
All
men
you
to your hoe
compliment the girl's
friends.
hair, you f***ing talk about how much you love your mom, and then you're in her bed that night. It is
Yeah.
not
Okay,
hard.
let's put a hit.
It's a little-
You know
it's a
what? We
little
should do
harder.
a challenge like that. Go to the vault.
It's harder
and I'm
for
gonna do
men
those
who like
things.
quality. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
girl, your hair look good, and I love my mom.
You just
Let's
talk
f-
and be like, God, I love my mom.
It's not
She's
gonna
such a
work.
great woman.
Doesn't
I have a
happen like
career.
that.
I love your hair. Boom. That's what happens.
There it is, in your head.
In 3 steps, guys.
Yeah.
Hair,
3
compliment her job, say
three-
you love your mama.
3 easy steps.
I'm just saying. That's
No, it's that women have like first refusal. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly women who are like, okay, buddy, thanks. You
Guys
know,
reject
guys don't.
women. I've been.
Guys what?
I'm forward. If I see a guy that's cute, I'll walk right up to him, and I've been rejected. Guys
I
don't
am
like girls
so,
that are.
Yes, I love when
I'm
that
so
happens.
not like that. I cannot do that.
I'm so forward.
I get
girls.
like guys are so intimidated because I'm tall in heels. I feel like no guys
Yeah.
come up to me because I'm like super tall, but they'll stare at me. I hate that shit.
Then you should look at him and be like,
So just wave at them. You know,
I
give them a little
I
something.
smile back. I'm like, like, but they won't.
See,
like,
I walk over. If I see a guy staring at me, I'll just walk right up to him.
That's balls.
And
I like
scares
that.
People.
Yeah. I mean, it can be aggressive, and aggressive females can turn off a man. So you gotta be careful with that.
yeah, oh.
When they're too aggressive, it's
When-
like,
that's
give
a
me something to
problem.
work for here.
Masculine, feminine energy is a balance, man. And women come at you with too much masculine energy,
That can
and
be a
you're
little weird.
masculine. It throws the whole equation off because now you gotta be feminine.
Yeah.
And it's not even like, and if it's cool, because some guys are like, yeah, okay. And like, I know couples like that where the chicks are way more like intense than their boyfriend or whatever, and vice versa. Why are you smirking like that? Is that usually you? Macho
Yeah.
man over here? Macho man
Because
Ashley
she had
Savage?
a dad in her life.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean?
But she had Baba though. Shout outs to Baba. Uh-oh, that made her laugh.
So yo, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you for all the comments and subscribes
Yes.
subscriptions. There we go.
Subscriptors.
Yeah. Yeah. Leave the comments whatever you want us to talk about. Hell yeah. Yeah. All right. Go off. See you later.
Bye.
Toodles.